It's snowing out today. I'm so excited. It's big fluffy flakes. I just came out to feed the chickens and thought I'd take a little video of the snow and just talk about the chickens a little bit and my hat. I'm really excited about my hat because I started this hat 5 years ago. We were on a road trip from here to South Dakota and then back. And my goal on that trip was to buy yarn in each state. Didn't have to be special yarn from there, just any yarn, but it had to be representative of the state. So this yarn is from Montana and it's blue for the big skies. And then the stitch that I did, for those that are crocheters, is called the Rocky Road stitch. And so I found it online and just thought that would be a really cool stitch to do with the chunky yarn. And all I did was crochet a big rectangle and then stitched up the back, and then I put a string through the top and tied it together so that you can actually excuse the hat here, you can actually untie it and stretch it out like so, and then you can pull it down and have a cowl instead of a hat. So anyway, for 5 years this has been sitting undone, and the only thing I had to do, absolutely the only thing, I finished it all way back when, 5 years ago. I finished it on our trip, and the only thing I had to do was put these tassels on. That was the absolute only thing I had to do to finish the hat. So for 5 years it's been sitting in my work in progress, my whip pile, just waiting for tassels. I finally had enough, and I found it while it was still winter, because I've come across it over the last few years. It's just never been at a time where I wanted to work on it because it wasn't winter or whatever reasons. So I'm like, you know, that will not take long to finish. I'm finishing it today. Well, it was the other day I said that, but my hat's done and I'm so happy. So anyway, that's the story of my hat. And now I'm gonna feed the chickens, but thought I'd show you what I'm feeding them. I was hearing about feeding them fermented grain. It's healthier for them, but it also kind of helps with your food, the amount of food that you feed them, because you can feed them less. So it saves on your feed bill if you can save them, spend less, but still feed them a good amount of food. So I've been soaking this. This is, I have 3 of these. This one is chicken feed for today, and then I have another one that says tomorrow, and then another one that says the next day. And so once I empty this, I'll take it back, I'll fill this back up, take it back inside where it's nice and warm so it can ferment nicely, and then I'll remove the lids from the other 2 containers and move them on to the next one. So I'll put the next day on this one, and I'll put tomorrow's on that one, and then this one on the one that's going to feed them for tomorrow. So anyway, I do a mix of black oil sunflower seeds, barley, corn, cracked corn, wheat, millet. I think that's all. And then I add in some rolled oats as well, because they really love the rolled oats. I don't want to add the rolled oats to this because they'll just become mush. So I add those just as I'm feeding them. If I had just like steel cut oats or something, then I would add that to the fermenting mix as well. So anyway, I'll go feed the chickens, and then I'll also give you an update on the baby chicks, because there's a turn of events with one of them. I don't know what it means. Not really a turn of events, just it baffles me. It's not going to be the chicken that I thought it was, I guess. So we'll see. Let's go feed the chickens. Hello, ladies. I think all of you are out here. Do we have some nymphs staying inside today? I don't like the snow, huh? Yeah, birds. You're standing in the plate. That doesn't help. Ricky and one of his ladies don't want to come outside. I don't know. Okay, let's go take a look at the chickens, the baby chicks, that is. Right over here. Ladies, need some water. Okay, got some feed for you. All right, I gotta go get some water for them real quick. This stick is my line of defense. Keep the mama hen from pecking at me as I go in to get the water from the floor in there. Come on outside, Ricky. Don't be such a wimp. It's not that much snow. There's water. Alright, let's have a look at the baby chicks and maybe you'll see what I mean by this one that's baffling me a little bit. Alright. Oops. Get the light in here, guys. Okay. So, see how big they are now? They're getting so big. So that one right there is definitely a barred rock. And this one right here is definitely that other one that I don't know what it is yet. I know who the mother is though. That other black one I thought was another barred rock, but it's got only some of the coloring of it. Sorry, I'm not showing it there. It's not getting a lot of the white bars, but it's still got the white on it that the other black chickens that I have don't have. So I'm not sure what's going on with that one yet. The one that's baffling me is this one right here. I thought it was a Buff Orpington. But if you can see on its head and neck, it's getting some fairly dark feathers that I would say are darker than a Buff Orpington. So now it's got me curious. And of course I still have to look up and see what kind these are. But I think now that there's a kind of a golden, it's not a Rhode Island red and it's not a Buff Orpington. I'll get focused here soon. She's more of a golden color. So now I'm thinking that this baby chick is that kind. I just don't know what kind she is yet. I really do need to go in and just look up different kinds of chickens to see what I have. So anyway, not the Buff Orpington I thought she was going to be. Fine nonetheless. It's just a puzzle to figure out and I like to figure out puzzles, so there you go. There's the chickens. I'm gonna go enjoy a snowy day and maybe I'll get some more shots just to share with you the wonderful big snowflakes we're getting.